full moons on, let's see, September the 20th at 7:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're going to adjust your clocks for whatever time zone you're in so you can experience that full moon. So it will be at its culmination at 7:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on September the 20th. However, as with any of our planets, and I know the sun and the moon are not planets, but for teaching purposes, we refer to them as planets. So with any of our planets, you can possibly start to feel the energy of the full moon as early as 3 to 5 days prior to the 20th, and you can feel its effects probably 4 to 5 days after. However, keep in mind, the full moon lasts a full 4 weeks until the next full moon. So you will be experiencing this energy from the full moon and everything that it brings about with it over the next 4 weeks after September the 20th until we get to our next full moon, which will be in Aries sometime in late October. Okay, next full moon is going to be in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so full moon in Pisces. Now, Pisces is our sign of compassion, caring, healing. Pisces wants to save everyone. That's a big thing with Pisces, is saving everyone. Pisces is the sign of sometimes victimization, self-sacrifice. It is the sign of healing. It is one of the most, if not the most, spiritual sign of the zodiac. So a lot of my Pisces natives or people with heavy Pisces placements are very, very intuitive, and they are very connected to the spirit realm. Pisces is also the sign that governs the arts. So these are the people that are heavy into music, maybe acting, anything that has to do with the arts. Pisces would be a part of that. Now, Pisces is also the sign, like I said, on some things that are not so good, is the self-sacrificing that Pisces does. Pisces wants to save everyone. Pisces puts everyone before themselves. They're very self-sacrificing. Pisces sometimes don't have boundaries. They don't know how to put up healthy boundaries around them. So this full moon is going to be in the sign of Pisces. So with that being said, as with anything, there are certain signs that are going to feel this energy a little bit more than others. And this also is going to be where each sign is going to experience this full moon differently, and they're going to have to maneuver differently with this full moon. So once we start going through the different zodiacs, I'm going to explain to you how this energy is going to feel to you and what you're going to need to do to maneuver through it. So, the signs most affected by this full moon, of course, is going to be in Pisces, because Pisces is hosting the full moon. It's going to be our mutable signs. So that's going to include Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So these are the people that are going to be the most affected by this full moon. And also, because Pisces is a water sign, the next group of signs that will be impacted heavily by this full moon is going to be Cancer and Scorpio, because they're also water elements, so they're going to feel this full moon in an intense way. Now, the full moon is heavily connected with endings, culminations to situations, the closing of things. So when we think about the full moon, we think about endings. We think about adjustments. We think about acknowledgement of some things. We think about using the full moon energy to banish away things. So the full moon kind of governs over things with regards to that. However, the full moon also is when the moon is at its brightest. Okay, the new moon is when it's at its darkest, and this is when we plant our new seeds of intention. This is when we're planting something new. So the full moon is when the moon is at its brightest. So it is there to shine a light on a certain situation. It is there to bring clarity to you. It is there to open your eyes to things that may have been going on around you that you weren't aware of, because now we have a light on the situation, and we're able to see everything that is going on. And now we're getting a clear picture and a clear direction on what we need to do with regards to this person, place, thing, situation, whatever this thing is. So we use the full moon not just to end something. We use the full moon to discover something, to learn something, to receive information, to see things for what they truly, truly are. So it's very important that we keep in mind that the full moon is there to help us to see what we need to see. Okay. One of the things that you can manifest during this time, particularly if you are a manifester, if you're someone that, does manifestation practices, this full moon in Pisces in particular is excellent for those of you that are wanting to manifest an ending to a self-sabotaging behavior. So if you are trying to manifest a way to end an addiction, maybe a trauma, or bringing the end to a situation that has been, heavily impacting you, full moon in Pisces is excellent for you to manifest an ending to a situation, particularly something that has been of detriment to you. Bad behaviors. If you were trying to manifest an ending to a smoking habit, or an overeating habit, or whatever type of addiction it is that you have, this full moon in Pisces would be excellent for you starting that manifestation work with regards to that. So does anyone have any questions so far? In addition to this full moon, we are also going to have the planet Neptune is going to be in conjunction with this full moon. So not to get too technical, but in a nutshell, this full moon in Pisces that we have on September the 20th, the planet Neptune is going to be like bumping right up against the moon. Okay, so they're going to be in conjunction with each other. I will tell you this. I just want to give you a heads up with this particular placement there. Neptune is the planet of a little bit of illusion, confusion, maybe a little bit of deceit. It is the planet of not having all the details, not having all the information, not having all the clarity that you need. And it can cause a bit of confusion. So with regards to it bumping up against this full moon in Pisces, all the details may not be there. Okay, so there's going to be certain situations whereas you may not have all the details that you need, or I would advise you to be very, very clear and conscious on your commitments that you make, your conversations that you have, making sure that your message is very clear to whomever you're talking to. Because Neptune can sometimes cloud our judgment, cloud our communication, cloud what we thought we heard, and cause a bit of confusion. So definitely be mindful of your communications with regards to this full moon, and making sure that you're very clear on what you're communicating with someone and clear about what you're hearing. So we're going to get started, and we're going to run real quickly through this full moon, how you can use its energy, and what you can anticipate to come along with this at the end of the month. Okay, so does everyone have their rising sign? Because these predictions are going to be based on your rising or your ascendant sign. Again, it's very important that you have that. If you don't, you can get it from any of the free birth chart calculators online. You will need your birth time in order to get this information accurate. Also, you can listen for your sun sign and your moon sign. So listening for all three is going to give you definitely a complete picture of what could possibly be coming up for you with regards to this new full moon. And again, if you don't have that information, you can definitely schedule a reading with me. I give you all that information, and then we talk about what is coming up for you on a personal level, because this is general information. So if you want to get something that's personal to you and what's going on with you, schedule a reading with me. Okay, so moving on. We're going to go in order of the zodiac. We're going to start with Aries rising. So if you're an Aries rising, an Aries ascendant, or your sun sign or your moon sign, this is for you. The full moon is going to be affecting the area that governs the hidden things in your life. Okay, now this particular full moon is going to be how it's placed with you is going to be you're going to have to put a little extra effort into this full moon. You're going to have to put some effort into it. And so let me explain what I mean. So with the full moon coming in on the 20th for Aries risings, this is going to look like, at this point, needing to rest, needing to withdraw and get some much needed rest mentally, physically, and spiritually. This is going to be something that affects maybe projects that you've been working on behind the scenes, projects that you've been working on in secrecy. Maybe you've been doing a project and you're ready to introduce it to the world. So this will definitely be an energy of a completion of anything that you've been working on behind the scenes. Now, this could also look like if you have been working on freeing yourself from any self-sabotaging behaviors, freeing yourself from any addictions. If you have been working on yourself with regards to, maybe some of my Aries risings went into therapy a few months ago. Maybe this looks like possibly a breakthrough in therapy for you. Okay, but definitely at this point, by the time we get to this full moon at the end of September, I feel like most of my Aries risings are going to need a break from their life. So this will be excellent for you if you wanted to take a trip, if you wanted to just go somewhere and be by yourself in solitude. I feel like you're going to want to have a lot of time by yourself to reflect and just to kind of collect yourself. You need that. So if you are getting to that space closer to September the 20th where you feel like you just want to withdraw from the world, I would strongly suggest that you do that. Definitely do that. Now, because Neptune is going to be right there with this full moon, this is good energy for you if you have any creative projects that you want to do. This will be good for you if you wanted to decorate, using your imagination. This is good for those of you that have been writing maybe a book, or writing your memoirs, or doing something with regards to putting your thoughts on paper. This is going to be a heightened, your senses are really going to be heightened, and your creative side is going to be sparked. So I want you to put that energy into creative projects that you could do by yourself. Okay. Now, I would not suggest that you do anything that needs your full attention. I wouldn't suggest you sign any contracts if you had to like go over a contract of some sort that you needed to sign. I wouldn't suggest that you do that because I don't believe mentally you will be in a space where you can see things clearly and make a good decision on a long-term contract of any kind. So if you can push that out until the next full moon, or at least a couple of weeks after that, you may have more clarity on what it is that you're going into. Because remember, Neptune can put a little bit of confusion on our agreements that we make with other people. So that is Aries rising. Now, Taurus rising, sun or moon. This energy in the full moon in Neptune is going to put you in a space of wanting to socialize, actually. So whereas Aries risings are going to want to, be by themselves and just kind of like be by themselves and at home, my Taurus risings, this is going to be great energy for you to socialize. Now, this may look like maybe a week or so before this full moon, maybe you get an invitation to a party of some sort, a gala of some sort. I would strongly suggest if you do, you should go. This will be a good time because Neptune is right there, and it's going to help with, how you show up, in your social circles. So getting out, socializing with your friends, groups, things of that nature. Now, if you don't get invited to a party, this is excellent energy for you entertaining at home. So if you're not getting invited to the party, I would say my Taurus risings may want to throw something at their house, throw a party, maybe small dinner party or something where you bring your friends together. Hey, Jasmine, bring your friends together and just have a good time. But this is good energy for you to socialize in. Definitely good for that. And like I said, if you wanted to throw a party, this would be great for you to do it at your home. Not necessarily throwing something at a club or something, but if you wanted to throw a party, it would be great for you to do it at your home. So get out and socialize. Taurus risings. Don't turn down any type of invitations that are close to this full moon. You never know what could happen because Neptune is there. This may be a setup for you to meet someone special or be in the right place at the right time and be connected with the right people. So it could be romantic, it could be business, it could be a new friendship. I strongly suggest my Taurus risings to get out and socialize. Okay, Gemini risings, because this Taurus risings, this is going to be this energy around you in particular, Taurus risings, is great for new opportunities. However, you have to put yourself out there in order for the opportunity to come to you. Okay, now Gemini risings, sun and moon. This is going to be in the area of your life that governs your career. So this full moon on September the 20th is going to have everything to do with your career. Now, this energy for you in particular is not going to be as easy as some of our other signs. Because this energy is going to be in a square, this is going to be a little bit of pressure on you to make a decision with regards to your career. Okay? So this could look like career advancement, a career change. If you had inquired about a new job of some sort, you may hear some information about that. But again, this energy is going to be about you having to make a decision on the path of your career aspirations. Okay? And sometimes that's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy. And you being a Gemini and all in your head, you're probably going to overthink this thing. And because Neptune is there, it may be a little bit confusing. You may have more than one option with regards to your career as we get further into the month and closer to this full moon. So I need you to start preparing for the possibility. Now, keep in mind, this energy is going to last for 4 weeks. So it'll be from September the 20th, maybe 3 or 4 days prior to that, but you have the next 4 weeks into the next full moon at the end of October to experience this energy and some of the things that may come along with the Gemini risings. But definitely something with regards to your career. Now, if it's not anything that has to do with your career, this may have something to do with a relationship that you're in, because the 10th house governs relationships. It governs the titles that we wear. Some of my Gemini risings may be needing to make a decision with regards to a relationship that you're in. And because it's a 10th house, I feel like this is a definitely something of a serious relationship. So this could look like a marriage. This could look like a long-term commitment. This could look like a business partnership. But definitely there's some level of serious commitment on this. So if it has nothing to do with your career, then this may be with regards to a relationship situation that you have going on that you need to make a decision on. And it's probably not something that you want to deal with, but you need to deal with it because I feel like maybe you've been putting this off for some time, and it is time to deal with it. And the full moon is going to put that pressure and apply a lot of pressure to you with regards to that. Next, we're going to look at Cancer rising, sun or moon. This energy is going to hit differently for you because you are a water sign, and Pisces is a water sign. So you guys are going to be in harmony with each other for this full moon. Now, the only thing that I would guard against with this is because this energy is going to be so easy and it feels so good to you because you're a water sign, you may get so lazy in this energy that you don't do what you need to do because it just feels so easy for you. Yes, you will have opportunities to come to you, but you need to pay attention to what is coming to you. Now, the area for you that is going to be affected by this full moon is the area that governs long distance travel for you, higher education, your belief system, and the law is also here in this area that we're going to talk about. So this could definitely look like either a planned trip or maybe an unexpected opportunity from September the 20th into October of you being able to travel. Long distance travel. When I say long distance travel, I equate it to passport travel, but it may be wherever you consider long distance travel. So you may have an opportunity to travel towards that end of September and going into October. Now, if this doesn't have anything to do with travel, this may also look like, as I'm looking at my notes, something to do with the educational system. Maybe some of you will be graduating, or there is some type of information that you've been waiting for with regards to educational pursuits. So this may look like some of you have been waiting for a particular class to open up, or maybe you've been waiting on hearing about approval for funding for an educational pursuit of yours. But you will definitely, if you know, it could be travel and it could be educational pursuits, but you will definitely hear something with regards to that closer to this full moon at the end of the month into October, late October. Now, this would be a great time if you want to start the process of applying for funding for school or any type of educational program, or preparing for a long distance trip. But I'm excited to hear that you guys could definitely have an opportunity to travel. Now, this could also look like being connected with people that live abroad, or being connected with people that are foreign to your normal circle of people that you connect with. So this could be, you know, people coming into your life for whatever reason, business, education, or just meeting new people that have a foreign feel to them. Like you're not used to having these types of people in your space, and it could be to an advantage for you. So definitely don't be closed off to meeting new people that are out of the scope of what you normally align yourself with. It definitely be a benefit to you for that. So give me Leo rising, sun, or moon. So if you are a Leo rising or a Leo sun or Leo moon, this is all about you. So this full moon energy is going to be in the area of your life that governs other people's money. Okay. So this looks like for you, any type of finances or resources that you have with another person or with another entity or a financial institution. This has everything to do with financial aid, loans, inheritances, taxes, child support, anything that you don't earn. Okay, this is money that you don't earn. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, a long-term commitment, a business partnership, this is resources, monies, finances that you receive through someone else or through another financial entity. So with the full moon here in this particular area, you Leo risings could be hearing information with regards to anything that governs your connection with another person or another entity with regards to resources or finances. So this could look like you hearing from the bank about an approval on a loan that you may have requested. So if you were trying to secure a home loan or secure funding for something, a personal loan, or if you were trying to secure a loan for a car or something to that effect, this could possibly be you hearing that you got approved for that. Or if it's not directly to you, then if you are partnered with someone, maybe your partner is hearing about a financial windfall that they have coming to them. And of course, if it goes through your partner, it benefits you. You could definitely receive unexpected money closer to this full moon and into October. So unexpected money, we always like unexpected money. So this could look like something, maybe an unexpected tax refund, maybe it's an insurance payout, maybe it's a mortgage payout or something. Maybe you overpaid on your escrow or something like that and you get a check or something. You hear from financial aid, you get a grant, just unexpected money comes to you. You could possibly get within the, in that 4-week span at the end of September. And again, if it doesn't come directly to you, could come through a partner. So kind of trickle down to you. So this is everything about unexpected money. And again, this is money that you don't earn. This doesn't come from your job. It comes, through something else or someone else. Let's see what else could go on with you. This is really all about money for you, Leo risings, and that's fine with me. So I would say to you, if you're trying to secure funding on something, and it's kind of you're gonna have to really go on your intuition on this one, because we're getting so close to that Mercury retrograde. I don't know how beneficial it would be for you to start any type of applications for loans or anything like that, because we're in the middle of that Mercury retrograde. So we just really have to be careful with that. So you got to go on your intuition. Now, with regards to the receiving of this unexpected money that could come your way, there could be, because Neptune is right there, and we talked about Neptune being kind of a confusing energy. There could be some there could be an element of confusion around this unexpected windfall. So that's why you have to be very, very careful if you have to sign off on anything, or even if you receive this windfall or this money from out of wherever it comes from. Just be mindful that there may be a few strings attached. Be careful that you understand where this money is coming from, why you're receiving it, and if there's anything that is expected of you with regards to you receiving this money. So maybe a little bit of confusion around there. Just be mindful of, you know, you accepting this money. Now, this could be good for those of you that, I don't know. I would probably, if I were you, and I'm a Leo rising, maybe you want to play the lottery or something, and you kind of like get this unexpected money from the lottery. I know that's more like in the 5th house, but who knows? But again, unexpected money for you, Leo risings. Now, I will tell you this, because sex and intimacy is also in this area. I'm going to say to my Leo risings, be very careful that you protect yourself sexually. Definitely protect yourself sexually during this time. So I'm not saying that you don't, you know, I'm not saying that something detrimental is going to happen. However, Neptune is there. And I just want you to just be mindful who you're sharing your body with. Be mindful who you're sharing the intimate parts of yourself with. Just be very, very careful during that time with your physical body and with your emotions and who you're attaching yourself to. Okay? This could be anywhere from protecting your physical health, your sexual health, to protecting your emotional health. Getting involved with someone and you sharing your intimate self with sexually and emotionally, and then finding out that they did not have the same type of commitment towards you, or they didn't feel the same way, that the feelings that you had are not reciprocated. And here you are with, you know, feeling that you were giving out yourself to someone that you thought was on the same page with you. I hope that makes sense. But just protecting yourself sexually and protecting yourself emotionally. Does that make sense? Do I have any Leo risings out there? I just want to make sure that you protect yourself. Okay? All right. So, Virgo risings, sun or moon. This is going to be in the area, this full moon is going to be in the area that governs your one-on-one relationships. So this looks like long-term relationships, marriages, business partnerships. This could be family and friends. These are the one-on-one relationships that we go into consciously with another person. This could also be the area, this is also the area that has everything to do with legal affairs and open enemies. So these are the people that we know don't care for us. And because this energy is going to be in an opposition for you, this is going to be possibly a struggle with a one-on-one relationship. So this could look like, depending on what the relationship is, it really doesn't matter, romantic, business, family, whatever. There needs to be clear communication on the dynamics of this relationship. Because Neptune is there, and again, Neptune is that planet of confusion. If you are in a relationship, and I'm going to say romantic, if you are in a romantic relationship with someone, there may come up within that 4-week span a discussion as to what is the dynamics of this relationship. Where is this relationship going? Are we on the same page with this relationship? Now, this could also be in a marriage. You know, maybe there's something a dynamic going on with the marriage. But there's definitely an opposition between the two of you. You're seeing the relationship one way. Maybe they're seeing the relationship another. Maybe there's an issue within the relationship that you guys just cannot find a common ground. There is a discussion to be had that's going to have to bring this thing to somewhat of an end or an adjustment, or we're going to have to figure something out. Now, because Neptune is there, this could get very confusing on this conversation. So you're saying one thing, your partner is hearing another thing, or vice versa. So you have to be very mindful of the words that you're saying. You have to be very mindful that you are communicating effectively. So just be very mindful that your one-on-one relationships are going to come up for a discussion, and there's going to have to be a common ground within that discussion. Now, Virgo risings, this is also for those of you that have a legal situation going on. This may come up to trying to find mediation with that particular situation. So hopefully by the time we get there can be a mediation or a common ground found in any legal type situation you have going on. But I wish you a lot of luck on this relationship dynamic that you have going on. Even if you don't feel like nothing is happening, in the next few weeks you may get that we need to talk type message. We need to talk. So gear up for that to possibly be something that you have to contend with end of September going into October. Libra rising, sun or moon. This is going to be in the area of your life that governs your health, your fitness, your dietary needs, your foods that you eat, and your day-to-day work environment. So, if my Libra risings were trying to manifest a new job, maybe earlier this month or last month, you may hear something with regards to a new job, or maybe a new position in your current company. This could also look like you may pick up a part-time job, or something with your work is going to change, or is up for change, just depending on how you want to maneuver in it. It's going to take some effort on your part. So if you're trying to manifest a new job, I would strongly suggest that you get on it and use this new moon energy that we have on tomorrow, September the 6th. And you could very well hear something about a new position by the end of the month, or at least within those 4 weeks going into the first 4 weeks of October, first 2 weeks of October. You could hear about a new job. If some of you are self-employed, maybe this is generating new clients or new customers to your business. Or you may end up having to hire some people to help you with your business. And that's a good thing, because when you need to hire, that means growth. But this has everything to do with your work and some changes that are going to happen. And if you do this right and you start manifesting it now, you may see some movement by the end of the month and those first couple of weeks of October. I'm excited for you, Libra. Okay, Scorpio rising, sun or moon. This is going to be in the area, which is my favorite area of the zodiac, of the houses in the zodiac, is the house of joy and the house of dating and love affairs and creativity. So this could look like you're another one that needs to get out and socialize. Now, if you're single, I would strongly suggest that you get out and socialize, Scorpio risings, because you could potentially find new dating opportunities, or maybe a new fling or a relationship. But you have to put yourself out there, because you are another water sign. This energy is going to come real easy. So I don't want you to miss the opportunity because it comes real easy. So I want you to get out and socialize. Doesn't matter where you go, a party, a sporting event, wherever you go, get out and socialize. You may draw into someone to you that could be around for a long time, or at best, just have the opportunity to have some fun. So get out and socialize. Now, If you're in a relationship, this may look like the person that you're dating invites you on a vacation, invites you out for a social gathering, but definitely wanting to connect with you. This also could look like a trip, a trip. So if your significant other is wanting to go away and inquires about going away, this will be great for you to go somewhere near water, okay? Because we got the Neptune aspect going on here, okay? So this will be great for you to take or go on a trip with the person that you're in love with, or whomever you're dating, a trip, and make it near water, okay? But this is going to be all about romance for you, all about romance, all about being loved on, being cared for. And if you don't even have anyone in your life, this is romancing yourself. So you can take yourself on a beautiful vacation. You can take yourself to a party. You can take yourself out to eat. This is about dating yourself. So get out there, my Scorpio risings, and have a good time. Have a good time. This is a very romantic energy for you, okay? All right, so Sagittarius rising, sun or moon. This is full moon is going to be affecting the house that governs your home, your family, real estate, property. Our emotional foundation is in this particular house, and our parents, particularly our mother. So this could look like a situation whereas you needed to move. If you've been planning on moving, if you've been talking about moving, this may come up with the energy of you are ready to make that happen. So this could look like the starting of the plans to move, maybe redecorate or make repairs to your current space. If this has something to do with your parents, this may be looking like if your parents need assistance of some sort, or you need to find a resource for your parents with regards to helping them. So you may get involved in a dynamic of helping your parents with a situation that they have going on. Maybe they need a live-in aid, or maybe they need to transition to a adult community facility or something to that effect, or just your parents or someone needing additional help. Okay. This also could be family reunions. So maybe someone family-wise coming back into your life, you reconnecting with some family. Or this could also be a dynamic of family secrets coming out, information about your family that you didn't have, possibly coming out in some way. But this is all about the dynamics of your family, Sagittarius rising. Now, because Neptune is there too, again, this is confusing energy. So if it's that thing of there's a lot of questions going on in your family, a lot of confusion, or a lot of confusion about where you're going to live or where you're going to stay, it could be involved with that. Now, I also caution you, because Neptune, and I always tell people, when you have Neptune going through your fourth house, be mindful of water-related situations in your home. This could look like plumbing issues. This could look like flooding issues. But definitely, just whatever it is, be mindful of water accidents, water damage, or water-related situations in your home, Sagittarius rising. You need to always kind of deal with, for the next few years, that's going to be something that you need to stay on top of. It's water type things in your home. Okay, the Capricorn rising, sun or moon. This energy is going to be pretty easy for you guys. Need to put in a little bit of effort, but pretty easy. So this is going to be in the area of your life that governs communications, short distance travel, our siblings, our neighbors, extended family, media, and how we get our voice out, how we communicate. So teaching and learning opportunities. So this could look like definitely short distance travel. So this could look like my Capricorn risings possibly taking a road trip. This would be great for you to plan a road trip. A road trip with your siblings, or a road trip to see a sibling of some sort, spending some time with a sibling. Now, if you've been having issues with your siblings or distance with your siblings, this could be great and supportive energy for you guys to hash whatever that is out, come to a common ground on whatever situation is going on with you with your siblings. And this also includes your neighbors. So if you've been having a problem with your neighbors, this could be supportive energy to help you with, bringing that to an end, to a close. Again, if you do a short distance road trip, great for going near water. So this could be good for like a fishing trip for my Capricorn risings. If you want to go fishing, or you just wanted to go down by the lake, or you just wanted to go to the beach, whatever that is, will be great for you to do that. It's very supportive there. And what else? We got your siblings, reconnecting with them. You're another one. If you may hear something with regards to educational pursuits. So you may hear something about that, or you may be ready to start a new educational pursuit. And yours may look like more or less about higher education. Yours may look like more educational pursuits on hobbies, things that you want to do. Like if you wanted to learn how to kayak or something, or if you wanted to learn how to knit, maybe something with regards to that will be great for you, Capricorn rising. And also, because this is the area of transportation, I think some of you may be thinking about purchasing a new vehicle, or maybe something happens where you have to start planning for a purchase of a new vehicle or something to that effect. Okay. Aquarius rising, sun or moon. This full moon is going to be in the area that governs your earned income. This is how you earn your money. So one thing that I would strongly suggest is, my Aquarius risings, you guys might want to start talking to your boss about a raise. You can start manifesting that raise now for the new moon, but I would strongly suggest that you start to try to manifest that now. Okay, so that's a raise, negotiating perks for yourself. So yeah, I would definitely do that. Hey Pam, hey Key. See, everything is coming in now. I hate this Wi-Fi. Okay, but anyway, negotiation of perks, a raise, or anything for your job right now. So start manifesting that now. You're definitely good for that. You could be starting to interview for a new job. So if some of you had put in an application previously for another job, you may start to hear something about that. So interviewing for a new job. And you're another one, if you are having to sign any type of new contracts. Hey cousin, any type of new contracts or anything, get a second set of eyes on it. I don't want you to be the only person that's looking at this contract, because you may miss something. Again, Neptune is going to be bumping right up against that moon, and it's not a lot of clarity with that. So if you can, before you sign off on any type of business deals or anything to that effect, especially if it affects how you earn your money, see if you can get someone else, maybe a lawyer. Even if it's not a lawyer, just get someone to read over it again and make sure what you're reading is the same as what someone else is reading, and that your understanding is very clear on that. Okay, so that's my Aquarius risings. And finally, Pisces risings. This is going to be in, you're hosting this full moon. This full moon is in the sign of Pisces. So this is going to heighten everything about Pisces. So this is going to be all about showcasing your creativity, showcasing your talents, showcasing yourself. Because again, there's a light shined on whatever situation this is, and you are the situation. So this is like Pisces being in the spotlight. So this has been good for those of you that do any type of media type work, or if you're the ambassador or brand of something, or if you're trying to promote your business, promote yourself, and you're the face of something. This is going to be excellent for you marketing yourself, putting yourself out there. I want you to get out and socialize, because anytime we have something that's going on in the first house, which is the house of us and self, this is also all about opportunities. But you need to be out and about to receive the opportunities, okay? This could also bring a little bit of love and romance to your door. So I don't know what you want to do with that, but it definitely could do that. But Pisces, I just want you to take advantage of this energy that you have, this supportive energy that you have for any projects that you want to push forward, anything that you want to pursue for yourself. You have the backing and the support of this full moon, and it's going to be awesome for you. Okay, so we have got through the entire zodiac. We are under time. So is there any, as always, I appreciate you guys coming onto this live and spending an hour or so with me going over these astrological events that are coming up for us. As always, this video is going to stay up so you can go back and listen to the recap. If you're interested in doing a personal reading with me, I think I put the link in the comments somewhere. If I didn't, inbox me. I'll send you the link to schedule. But I think I did put the link, and I'll put it in at the end of the live. If you want to do a personal reading. If you're also interested in purchasing any manifestation candles, I have them on my Etsy store at Melanin Goddess Life, so you can go over there and take a look at those. And I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I think my Wi-Fi is lagging, so let me give it a few more minutes just in case. Well, thank you so much. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. And again, have a great evening.